Good evening, everyone. It's wonderful to see so many of you here on a Sunday evening. I know weekends are usually for relaxing, but the fact that you have chosen to spend this time learning says a lot about your curiosity and drive. And trust me, it's going to be worth it. I'm Fatima Juhaina, your host for today's session. Before we get started, a few housekeeping points. Everyone will be muted with no video or chat during the session. Questions can be sent only after the session and we'll answer them at the end during the Q&A. Please stay until the end if you want a certificate. We will share a feedback form at the end to submit your certificate. Thank you for your cooperation. And now let's dive in. As a founding intern myself, I know exactly how it feels to be at this stage. After years of studying, internships, and rotations, you finally have your degree in hand. But then comes the big question: what's next? What should I do? Should I go into clinical pharmacy, research, hospital work, or explore something entirely new? And I let you know that you're not alone. Many PharmD students and graduates feel the same confusion. That's exactly why we at CliMed Academy are excited to bring to you this webinar, Data Analytics After PharmD, Exploring New Career Options. So what exactly is data analytics? In simple words, it's all about making sense of information. Every day, organizations collect a huge amount of data from patient records, sales reports, research results, or business trends. But raw data by itself doesn't help anyone. Data analytics is the skill of looking at this data, finding patterns, understanding what it really means, and using it to make smarter decisions. For example, in healthcare, it could help hospitals predict which treatments work best for patients. In pharma, it could help companies understand medicine usage trends. And the best part, your background in pharmacy, understanding medicines and patients and healthcare gives you a huge advantage in this field. Combining your PharmD knowledge with the data skills can open doors to exciting and high demand career opportunities. To guide us through this exciting journey, it's my pleasure to introduce our amazing speaker for the day, Dr. Sakshi Jaiswal. Sakshi Jaiswal is a Doctor of Pharmacy graduate currently working as a data analyst at No Broker. With a strong foundation in healthcare and a passion for technology, she transitioned into the tech industry, gaining expertise in Python, SQL, Power BI, and data visualization. She focuses on transforming data into actionable insights to drive better decision making. She is here to share her journey, the skills you need, and how you can confidently step into this new exciting field. Dr. Sakshi, over to you. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Fatima, for inviting me. Hi, everyone. First of all, thank you to Dr. Ajit for this opportunity and for having me here today. I am really excited to share my journey, how I went from reading prescriptions to making predictions. So, when I was doing my PharmD, I never imagined I would end up in tech. I was that student who loved clinical discussions and case presentations, but over the time, I realized that the healthcare field was changing fast. Everything from clinical trials to patient records was becoming data driven. So, today, I want to take you through my story, how I discovered data analytics, what helped me make the switch, and how you too can, use your pharmacy background to build a tech oriented career. So let me just share my screen. Fatima, can you please let me know if the screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Okay, thank you. Start. Okay, so a little bit about me. I am a doctor of pharmacy graduate, and right now I am working as a data analyst at No Broker Bangalore. My journey wasn't a straight line at all. I started out in healthcare, and for a long time, I thought that's where I would stay. But during my internship and research work, like in our fifth and sixth year, I found myself more and more curious about data, how numbers can actually tell stories, and reveal patterns and even predict outcomes. So that curiosity pushed me to explore beyond pharmacy. I started learning Excel and SQL on my own through some free resources to see if I'm getting interest in this particular field. Then I realized this is something exciting to me. I got serious and I joined Masai School's data analytics program, where I learned so many things. I'm going to share that further. So for now, my goal is just like, apart from growing into analytics, it is to help other healthcare professionals realize that you don't need a tech background to start. All you need is curiosity, consistency, and logic. The rest can be learned, according to me. So yeah. Okay, so why data analytics after PharmD? So now let's talk about the big question. Okay, so according to me, the truth is healthcare produces tons of data every single day, from prescriptions, hospital management systems, patient outcomes, to research trials. But the real value lies in understanding that the data, is making sense out of it or not. As PharmDs, we already have a strong scientific mindset. We think critically, we analyze case data, we draw conclusions. We already, we all have done it in our fifth year during our research projects. And that's exactly what data analytics is all about. So, when I realized that analytics could help improve patient care, optimize drug safety, and even guide market research, I knew I wanted to be part of this change. So, for me, this transition wasn't about leaving healthcare, it was about expanding it with technology. Now, so it is like, how did I actually make this switch? So honestly, I started very, like, at a very small, level, but then I began exploring SQL and Power BI using free resources like W3 Schools, HackerRank, YouTube, all these things. At first, I didn't understand half the things I was reading, honestly, but I kept experimenting. I would open random data sets from Kaggle and try to figure out what the data meant actually. The more I learned, the more it clicked that this was something I genuinely enjoyed. And that's when I decided to take it seriously. I enrolled in Masai's data analytics program. It gave me a good structure, and in which I learned about how to make projects, to meet the deadlines, teamwork, and even hackathons. Then slowly I started connecting what I learned in pharmacy with what I was doing in analytics. That's when everything started making sense to me. Now, these are some just projects that I have mentioned here. So these are the projects that I did during my Masai, course. So I started building projects, and I started learning what the real, data tells us. I didn't just want to watch tutorials. I wanted to create something real. So I started working on projects that solved actual problems. So one of my favorite was the this bank deposit predictions. So where I used machine learning, some technical terms, but all these things were used to predict whether a customer would subscribe to a bank deposit. And it was my first real taste of how data can drive business outcomes. So after that, fast based crime analysis, where I analyzed social data and visualized crime trends using Streamlit. That one was very close to my heart because it had a social impact angle, and also this was the project that was asked me during my interview. I explained this whole project, and yeah. So yeah, another one was this fast food stocks analysis. This was pure fun. So overall, did all these projects to get a hinge of what actually and how actually data drives the decisions. Now talking about the main thing, because I know everybody is wondering how and when to start. So honestly, you don't have to know everything. Start small. I begin with Excel and SQL. They are like the heart and soul of analytics. Once you are comfortable there, learning tools like Power BI or Python becomes much more easier. So for Excel, I would say this is the foundation for analytics. And we can see like Excel is something which is very important for, visualizing and cleaning the clinical data. But if it is a small data set, when it comes to a large data set, SQL comes in that. So SQL is for querying the data from databases and then making use of that particular data. And we can see like we can fetch hospital data and we can use it in visualizing how the diseases are trending, what type of diseases are trending, or how our hospital is managing this and that. So everything like that. Power BI is another tool which I learned in Masai only. This is the core thing for dashboard creation. So this is how you have to visualize performance metrics. The thing that I just explained, how the hospital is working against this, or anything, not just hospital or healthcare, finance, tag, everything. And now then talking about Python, this is the programming and data automation language, and this is just for statistical analysis and predictions. And then talking about statistics, we all have studied statistics even in our fifth year. I think I am completely I haven't remember. So yeah, in statistics also we understand trends, how these trends are going and all. So example is like patient data analysis. And this machine learning is something which comes for deeper analysis. So this is just predictive modeling, this is for outcome prediction. So I would say, rather than going much deeper in Python, or like for Python or machine learning, I would say SQL and Excel are the pillars of analytics. First, start with that. Just think about like how in pharmacy we first learn basic anatomy, right? Before pharmacology. The same goes for analytics. Master the basics and the advanced stuff will come naturally. And remember, it's not just about learning tools, it's about learning how to think with data. That's where our analytical mindset as PharmDs really shine, according to me. So, yeah. And then let's come to career opportunities, of course. So, people like often ask me what kind of roles can PharmDs actually get in analytics. The good news is a lot, because once you have the right skills, you can work in healthcare analytics, pharmacovigilance data, clinical trials, public health informatics, or even non-healthcare domains like finance and e-commerce. For example, my current role at No Broker is not healthcare related, but the analytical thinking I developed in pharmacy helps me every single day. It's all about applying logic to data regardless of the industry. So don't limit yourself. Your background gives you an edge, and you understand science, patterns, and precision. So this is just something, it's just gold in analytics. And you can see the career opportunities over here. Data analyst, you can work in hospitals, pharmaceutical companies, tech firms, research organizations. We all know about CROs. And like CDM is another role. So you can work in CROs, clinical research institutions. Then this particular thing, that was, I was very much interested in healthcare analyst. To be very honest, I first came to know about data analyst because I came to know about clinical data analyst during my LinkedIn scrolling and all. So I came to know people are doing something called as clinical data analyst. So I was very much excited to when I came to know about this. Then I realized that to me, healthcare, particularly healthcare data analyst, will be something will be very narrow to me. So I did proper data analytics course, and not to just limit myself into healthcare, to go beyond that. But yeah, for healthcare data analyst, you can you can work in health tech companies, insurance firms, because you need pharmacy knowledge in this, and this is just amazing. Business analyst, healthcare startups. You can work in digital health platforms, and also drug safety analyst. So you can work in pharmacovigilance and regulatory affairs. Market research analyst. You can work in pharma. This is these last two things are very, this market research analyst and AI and health tech specialist. You know how AI is growing, and we all know how AI is ruling us and all. So these two things are kind of very in demand right now. You can work in pharma, biotech, healthcare market intelligence, and in particularly if you're doing something related to health tech specialist or AI, then you can work in medicine or predictive healthcare systems. So yeah, now let's talk about the step by step roadmap for okay. So according to me, you should not just enroll in a you know expensive course. First, try to explore free resources, like W3 schools, YouTube, HackerRank. You can practice SQL, learn basics of SQL and Excel on YouTube. You can get so many your YouTube channels. People are just, delivering their knowledge over there in, like, without any cost. So just make use of it. And I also, started there there. And from there, I realized that, yeah, it is exciting for me. So I would suggest after exploring these free resources, then just opt for a particular good structured course. Any institution, if like you can see on Google which institute is providing good detailed structured course in data analytics, Excel, Power BI, and Python. For me, I think SQL, Excel, and Power BI are the most and the core important things in data analytics. Python and ML comes after that. Okay, but yeah, Python is basically for data cleaning and all. So if you are working on large data sets, then you need Python. But basic Python will be suitable for this. Then just start practicing small projects. You will find tons of data sets on this particular website, Kaggle. You can just download those data sets from there, explore, just understand what that data set is about, and then just go through Excel. If it is a small data set, just go through Excel, learn basic tutorials on how to use this data set, and then just use your mind to analyze what actually is that data set is about, and what can you predict from that. After that, just you can use those data sets and those things to build few projects, and you can update, and you can upload them on your GitHub. GitHub is just like your digital portfolio. You can go through YouTube's for that also. And then you can join hackathons if you are not working, like if you haven't joined any particular course institute for this, then you can just join hackathons or internships to gain real experience. You can definitely get free internships on LinkedIn. You can just scroll on LinkedIn, just go search for data analytics or healthcare analytics internships and all. You can definitely get good experience over there. Then just start applying for these analyst roles, especially in healthcare or related areas. It just depends on you in what field, in what domain you want to go further. So and most importantly, I would say don't rush. Take one skill at a time. When I began, I was overwhelmed, to be very honest, but breaking it down made it achievable. So, yeah. And then lastly, I would just say that your pharmacy background already gives you a strong foundation for analytics. You have worked with data your entire course, patient data, research data, lab values. You just didn't call it analytics back then. So start small, stay consistent, and keep learning. Projects and networking will take you a long way. And I truly believe that the future of healthcare lies in the combination of clinical knowledge and data intelligence. And, we families are perfectly positioned to lead that change. So don't think that PharmD is a limit to us or something like that. Yeah, we have done something very unexpected, But yeah, PharmD, you can use your PharmD knowledge and you can make some good changes in this society. So yeah, thank you so much for listening to my story. If you want to connect or ask anything about this transition, feel free to reach out. That's it.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Sakshi. And I think the participants are now open for any questions. You can leave them in the chat box. I'll read up to her and she'll be able to answer. Yes, ma'am. We have a first question. What is the major difference in learning SQL and SAS course?
Yeah, so to be very honest, I'm not much into SES. I just came to know about SES in our family, but yeah, there's definitely a huge difference in SQL. SQL is just a language where you have to, you use it to, to clean the data, to explore what the data set is about, to present that in a different format. So SES and SQL are very different.
Okay, ma'am. Girija is asking a question. Is it okay to start as a data abstractor and then progress to analytics? Is that a good option?
Yeah, definitely it is a good option. You using, from the data abstractor, you can learn how and what the data is about. You can gain particular knowledge about data more, and then definitely using that, you can proceed to analytics.
Yes, ma'am. And Rajvisha wants to know in which year of PharmD did you actually start with data analytics?
So I came to know about this, as I told you, clinical data analyst. I came to know about this during my fifth year. I was scrolling LinkedIn and I was very confused, honestly, that what I'm going to do after PharmD. I was very curious. So I came to know about that during fifth year. And then after going through that clinical data analyst, I made changes in my sixth year. After, I started first I started doing all these things on my own without any course. I started all these things using free resources in my sixth year, like almost at the end of our internship. Then after completing my internship and like completing my graduation, I wholeheartedly went to this course.
Yes, ma'am. And Divyam Chauhan has a question. What are the few skills that we should learn while still in college days for a better package in analytics?
So this is a very nice question. So
Mhm.
for this, I would say just don't rush in grabbing all the skills. First, go to these soft skills like analytical skills and logical reasoning and all these because I am now working as a data analyst and I know that these skills definitely are in use. So first first go with all these soft skills, and with that you can go with this free resources on SQL and Excel and Power BI and all these things. Just go on YouTube, search about all these things, and that's it.
Yes, ma'am. The next question is, a PharmD first year student has this question. Could you like guide them on what would be the roadmap? How can they plan to combine data analyst along with their PharmD syllabus?
Okay. So in your first year, I would say first focus on your family because now you have enrolled in family. Okay. So first, mostly focus on your family. Beside that, just as I just mentioned, beside that, just go for these soft skills. Okay. And also with these skills, go with this, SQL, and also you can just go with the data sets that we have, like during our internships and these fifth year, we I think from second year only we start going to the hospital. So just grab that data, make good Excel sheet up out of those data, and then use it to make some predictions out of it. This is just a wonderful thing if you are starting with, and if you really want to go in data analytics after your family.
Okay, ma'am. The next question is, from which year of PharmD should we actually start doing courses and what to pick first, SQL, Excel, or Power BI?
Okay, so first of all, you can start whenever you are feeling like you want to switch, okay, and you want to, upskill yourself. It depends on your perspective. First start with Excel, I would say. Excel is just a basic thing. You just have to start with Excel. After that, SQL, and then Power BI.
The next question is from Harshvardhan. For being a being a B Farm student, how can data and AI help in a career buildup with
So sort of
respect to CV?
see there, you can't hesitate because the ball is coming off the bat so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
so being a bee farm student, I
B
would
Farm.
say you can just data and AI are just two major things, and these are just in so scope of, like, major scope, and you can use AI to make use of to make use of how you can make good projects, use data sets of combining AI and that is something I would say. Mostly projects and these good certifications from good institutions help you, in your CV. That's it.
And next, Sana Fatima has, I think, a wonderful question. Most data analytics internships prefer IT or engineering students, so pharmacy students often get overlooked. How can we overcome this and make our profiles more relevant for such opportunities? And also, healthcare companies prefer IT students for these roles, even though we have required skills.
So now I can totally relate to this question because I was very, I was the same student, and I had the same thinking when I was starting, when I switched from, the pharmacy to tech, when I was doing a course in Masai. So I would say if you have the skills, if you have genuinely learned all the basic things that were supposed to be, learned during your course, then I don't think any, IT or engineering student can overcome that, so I would say just focus on your skills, on your on, like, just upskill yourself, just enroll in a good, I would say, just enroll yourself in a good institution which is providing good data analytics program or whatever you want to go in. So just go for that. And most importantly, for healthcare this healthcare data analyst, I would say for this you need your PharmD and some good certifications from good institutes. So just do all these basic things and try to apply wherever you can. Okay, just make network. Social networking is very important. Just connect with people over LinkedIn, ask them how they are doing, what they are doing, and just ask them for a referral. This is just basic things, just do it. And that's it. That is something very important.
Yes, ma'am. And the next question from Masira Tamboli, she is asking how AI will change this job role in the future.
Which job role, like data analytics
Data
or
analytics.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I don't think AI will soon, like, this is just our thinking, and people are just, criticizing AI that the AI will take our job and all. I don't think it will change our role. But yeah, I would say just being updated with AI is what you should do. Not just think about how your skills are and what your basic skills are. Even I got to know recently that I was just doing this SQL queries and all. So I learned that SQL queries I should know SQL queries, and with that I should know how AI can change all these things. So it is not like AI can replace our jobs and something like that, but yes, being updated with AI can help you and can help your work more easier and more much interesting.
Yes, ma'am. The next question is from Rahul Gopal. Is Python and R programming also required to become a data analyst, or is just SQL, Power BI enough for it?
Okay, so Rahul, I think most importantly is SQL and Power BI and Excel. That's it. Python, you should know basic Python, I would say, but that is when we are working on very large data set, and mostly when you don't have clean data or you're working in some. And also, if you're thinking about Python as a very typical programming language, just don't think about that. You can definitely learn Python if you are giving enough time to learn that. So yeah, but you don't need R programming. You just need basic Python and SQL and Power BI and Excel. That's it.
Yes, ma'am. And the next question many of them are asking is, being a final year intern, what should be the first step that they should take to become a data analyst?
Okay. So in your final internship stage, I would say first go to the free resources, HackerRank, W3 schools, Lead Code. Just understand all these things, what SQL is, what data set is, and then if you are getting interest in all these things, then only go for a structured course. Example, I went to Masai. You can go to any particular school, just research about all these things first, and then you can opt for any of these courses which are providing good structured course. And in the last, I would say, if you are not like, if you don't want to go in clinical settings, I would say just explore things after, just like in the starting phase of your internship, I would really say, because you are not, then after that you are not going to waste your whole year. So yeah.
So, and the next question is from Manjusha M, who's saying, what is the Excel expertise that we need? Is it basic or should it be advanced?
Okay, so I got to know that you need advanced Excel, but uh, from the last 7 to 8 months, I have realized that you don't need advanced Excel. Just basics of Excel is enough. But yeah, you should know most of the Excel tips. These are some basic things, but you can definitely go with basic Excel.
No. The next question is from Selva, who says, do we need to learn coding or can we use AI tools to code, or is this acceptable in a professional setting?
Okay, so this is a very straightforward question, but
Mm.
I would say you need, of course, you need skills. Of course, you need SQL. You cannot just say to your manager that I don't know SQL and I need AI to do that. Of course, you can use AI if you are working. To be very honest, even I am working in a, like, where I'm working. I'm working on in No Broker, and under that I'm working Conversant.ai. So we people use AI, of course, but it's not just like we are just copy pasting and doing everything. We should know the basic concept of what that particular syntax, what that particular statement means. So without that, you cannot do, like, just you taking help of AI doesn't make sense over there.
Yes, ma'am. The next question is from Yash Patel, who's saying that I'm in fifth year of PharmD and thinking about moving to Australia and thinking of choosing data analytics as a master. How's that as a choice, and what are the securities and futures of data analytics overseas?
Yeah, so Yash, I think you're going towards the right direction. It's just you need to prepare yourself with, all the things required for data analytics and basics of that, good, and good English and all these things which are necessary for moving to a different country. And also, talking about the future of data analytics over there, data analytics has a great scope, I would say, and especially over, especially in Australia, US, and abroad. So, data analytics has a great scope. You can definitely go for that. Just try to master each and everything, but yeah, slowly. Don't just rush for anything.
Yes, ma'am. And the next question is from Neha Sheikh, who wants to know what will be the annual package for this job role of data analytics? What will be the salary range?
So it is very it depends on where and how you have been positioned to, and I would say it, just to give a rough idea, it is just between the range of 5 to 8 LPA.
Okay, ma'am. And the next question is from Lasya, who says, what are the career opportunities and future scope of data analytics in the field of clinical research?
Sorry, what the question is?
The question is, what are the career opportunities and future scope of data analytics in the field of clinical research?
Okay, so yeah, definitely in clinical settings, also as I mentioned, there's this particular role, healthcare data analyst. It's just a huge thing. You have the core domain knowledge of PharmD, and using that, if you are doing some analysis, it is just amazing. You are using your domain knowledge, you are using your analytical skills, your logical reasoning, and with that, you are using your pharmacy knowledge as well. So it has great opportunity. I would suggest, if you don't have, if you don't want to switch your role completely, like from family to tech or something like that, just go with these kind of roles. Healthcare data analyst, drug safety analyst, all these things, all these roles also have a great opportunities.
Yes, ma'am. The next question is from Karishma Shah, who's saying, is Python an easy language to learn for a pharmacy student?
Python, as I mentioned, Python, basic Python is required. Honestly, I also learned a basic Python, and eventually, if you are moving towards data science or research scientist or something like that, then you need core and advanced Python, and then you need ML. Other than that, before moving forward into deeper, just go with SQL, Excel, and Power BI. That's it.
Yes, ma'am. And the next question is, what was that one skill that helped you get a job in data analytics, like the main skill you used in your CV? What are the skills that we should mention in our CV?
So the main skill was SQL. And during my interview, I was asked SQL questions. So SQL is very important. And then, secondly, data visualization. Presenting your data, explaining your data is the core thing. You have made the project, but if you don't know how to present that, how and what, and just to mention how and what you analyze, then there is no use of it. So you should know. These are some soft skills. Storytelling is a part of data analytics. You should know how to present your data, and of course, beside that, you need SQL for that.
Next question is from Mehrunisha, who wants to know, can a PharmD student work as a freelancer in this field of data analytics?
Yeah, definitely you can work as a freelancer, but you have to connect with people over LinkedIn or like wherever you can, and just ask them how and what particular thing you can contribute to them.
Next question is from Prava. Joining as a data analyst as a fresher, do I need all the skills like SAS, R, or any language program is enough?
As I mentioned earlier, also, you
Yeah.
don't need so many things, so many programming languages. You just need SQL, Excel, and Power BI. Basics of Python is required, and that's it.
The next question is from Daisy, who says, what is the most rewarding and the most challenging part of being a data analyst?
Okay. Hi, Daisy. I hope you are Daisy from my, like you are my junior. I hope so. So, yeah. So, the most rewarding part is when you get, when you get to work with data set. That's the most rewarding part, when you can make the dashboards, when you can, when the third person who doesn't even have an idea can just tell what the dashboard is about, what the reports are all about. So that is something most rewarding part for me as a data analyst. And most challenging part, I would say, is to first understand what the data is about. And of course, the SQL part. That is not, I'm not saying that that is very complicated or kind of that part, but yeah, that is the challenging part. You should know SQL, and then you can use that to, have the core around of what the data is, and then everything is sorted.
Yes. The next question is from Parth Vishwambhar, who says, after having a good experience in data analytics, what would be the next approach?
Okay, so but it just depends on your perspective and how you want to move forward. For me, I have analyzed that first I have to grow in analytics, and then I am going to look forward to data science and this field. So definitely you have great opportunities even after data analytics. You can move to data science, research scientist, and all these things. It just depends on how and what skills you want to go with in your future.
Yes. And next question is from Rohan, who says, how can data analytics improve the drug safety monitoring in the field of pharmacovigilance?
Yeah, that is a very nice question. So I would say, if you have particular data set where you can see, where you can analyze what that data is telling. You can see a graph like the data is telling that these are the major medicines which are causing these particular adverse effects. So these are some trends that you can see using those data. Okay, you are using those data sets. So from that you can predict how and what type of medicine should not be used, and what kind of drug safety we should be aware of, and we can use all these things in our pharmacovigilance. Yeah.
Next question is from Kotesh, who says, after a few years, AI will replace the data analyst. So choosing data scientist, how much advantage does it have? And is this role really for freshers?
Definitely, I am also a fresher, and this role is definitely for a fresher. You can first, I would say, just go with data analyst. Don't go much deeper into all these fields, data science and all. First, you need to learn, because we don't have much domain knowledge about tech. So first, we should understand what the data analysis is all about, how and what the basic skills we need. So after that, you can move forward with whatever you want to go with, whatever skills. If you are interested in predicting models, you can go with data science. Um if you are in if you are very much interested in only representing the dashboards and everything like that, then you can just go with this, you can continue with data analytics. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. And the last question, is there any internships available from your side for final year students? Manasa wants to know.
Okay. For now, I don't have any particular internships, but if I will have, I will post them. I will repost them on my LinkedIn and will let you know.
Yes, ma'am. And I think there are a few more questions as well. Uh, okay, so Neerav wants to know, if we have to pursue in the field of clinical research, is there a particular need to study data analytics, or will it be just an added advantage if we know data analytics? Is it a requirement, or is it okay if we don't know?
Sorry, I didn't understand. So this is about if you're going like me, I didn't understand. You want to go
Yeah.
into clinical research, or just basic, if you want to go into healthcare data analyst.
Mm.
So if you like, for me, I would say, if you want to go into healthcare research and healthcare data analyst or something related to analyst, then you
Yeah.
need basics of analysis skills, okay, analytic skills. But if you are just if you are thinking of going into clinical research, clinical trial settings and all, then you don't need all these things. These are, if you are doing, of course, these are just bonus points for you. But
Yes.
I would say these are not just mandatory. In clinical trial settings, basics of PharmD is required. That's it.
And the last and final, apart from these data analytics skills, any other skills that you would recommend that a PharmD student should definitely learn in their academic journey?
Yeah, so in PharmD, I would suggest just the fifth and sixth year are very important. If you are not going into tech or in analytics part, then you should be aware of all the statistics, the subject, and the most important thing is your logical and analytical skills. You don't particularly need all these things. You only in only in analytics or in this field. These are some basic skills that you require even if you are going into clinical settings. So I would suggest just have those skills and understand what the if you are going in hospitals, even from like second third year, just understand what the case is about. uh, you should understand what the medicine is being prescribed to. All these things are very important apart from analytics.
Yes, ma'am. I think that we are towards the end of the question and answer session. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your time on a Sunday evening, and I hope all our audience have got a brief idea as to what is data analytics. Thank you all for joining today. All of you kindly please fill in the feedback form that is essential for you all to get your certificates. Thank you, ma'am, for joining us today.
Excuse me.
Right.
Yes.
Yes, sorry,
Uh,
a small doubt.
yeah.
Ma'am, can you take a small session on the skills to for us to get an idea,
Small
for us to
session.
get an idea on how to go forward with the skills? Because you started your journey. Can you just show us how you operated on the skills? We can obviously see it on YouTube, but it would be better if you start it first, and we'll move forward with the other free
Well,
courses on this.
Okay, so yeah, Fazleen, definitely I would love to, but I
Yeah.
have a very short time.
Yeah.
And also I am sharing some of these things on my LinkedIn as well as on
Yeah.
my Instagram. If you want to connect with me, you can definitely go over there. I am going to post so many new things also on YouTube. I'm going to start my YouTube channel as well, so you can connect over there.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Sure.
Yeah. Thank you all for
Okay,
joining
thank you
us today.
guys. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a good evening, everyone.